Hi, I'm Amy from Whiteacres and I help your business look irresistible so that your ideal clients can't wait to work with you. Is your business irresistible? You need a brand that really works for you, capturing what you're all about and compelling the right people to take action. Your brand should help you to stand out, it should inspire confidence in your business and make you feel proud that this business is yours, and it should be memorable for all of the right reasons. So how do you go about this? How do you reach out into the sea of people who are just rushing about their day-to-day lives, not giving two hoots about yours, and make them take notice? It's about being intentional, a word I'm loving at the moment, and making decisions within your business that count for something. So when you come to look at your business image, you don't just settle for second best for the free website template or the stock logo. Do the groundwork and make sure that your business image is unique to you, that it will grow with your goals, that it reflects your values and ambitions, and that it's something that you are really proud of, proud enough to show off, and that resonates with the right people, your ideal clients. So how do you create a brand with intention? I touched on this in an earlier post and I didn't realise that it would be a two-parter at the time. So we're going to start there and then we'll end with a beautiful brand that stops your ideal clients in their tracks and encourages them to work with you. So the first thing you need to do is to get clarity. Previously, we covered some of the questions that you need to ask in order to help you find clarity, as it's hard to be intentional if you don't know what you're being intentional about. So those things were, we said you needed to work out what you do, work out who you do it for, work out why you do it, work out your business values, work out your touch points, and then work out how you can convey all of this information at each touch point. And this is your moment to work out what it is that makes your business different. So you need to ask yourself some more questions. So this is fun. So put the kettle on, grab a biscuit, and let's get going. So you need to think about, what do your clients love about what you do? Dig out some testimonials or find your phone and give them a call. This should make you feel really great. What makes you most excited about what it is that you do? Do you love a particular aspect of it? How are you different to your competitors? If you don't know, then spend some time taking a look at who they are and what you do differently to them. Who are your best clients? These are the ones that you most love working with, who really value what you do, who make the most money for you without quibbling over the cost. And check out the post that I've written to find out who they are. There'll be a link somewhere in the video. What is the problem that you are solving for your clients? What issue is keeping them up at night that you are fixing? So you need to spend some time thinking about what it is that you want your new brand identity to be, and then write that down. How do you want people to feel when they think about your business, or when they visit your website, or when they walk into your shop? I say that a brand is the experiences, memories, perceptions and emotions that people have about your business, whether they've met you or not. So think about those things and determine if there's anything about your business that you need to change. Maybe that doesn't form exactly the right image for you, or that could create a less than perfect experience. These things are not just visual, they're all of those touch points that we listed earlier. So think about your values as well, and you can download a worksheet for this, which I'll put a link for somewhere. And then you'll be ready to move on to the next step, which is to do some research, which is great. I love doing research. So now that you've got some clarity about your business and what you want your brand to be, you can go and look for some inspiration. So you can spend some time on Pinterest. It's a great excuse to do that. Or you can go and grab like a load of magazines and you can create yourself a mood board. You can have a look at all of the things that really grab you, that you really like. What do you like about those things? Could you use what you've found for your own business, and would it work? What elements could you carry forward? Perhaps you like the shape of a button from one place and the font from another. Perhaps there's a colour palette that you feel drawn to, or a photograph that makes you feel just how you want your clients to feel. And don't forget to look at logos as well, because you need an entire arsenal of items to help you create the perfect brand. So be thorough. Are you noticing any patterns in the images that you're choosing? Don't forget to take a look at all of the work that you did previously and see if you can find anything that fits with what you're looking for. Maybe a style that evokes your values, or an image that reminds you of something that you do well, or something that you feel has the personality that you want to create in your own brand identity. So you can be even more intentional by really having a look at all of these things and looking at the fonts, the colours, the imagery, the patterns, the illustrations and the symbols, and you can choose the ones that reflect your business, the ones that look as though they are the visual representation of what it is that you're all about. Don't rush it, take time over this, get it right, be brave and make some decisions. You need to decide what you're going to use, and then you can create a version of that for your business. I'm not saying that you're going to copy. This is all for inspiration, to help you see what you like and what kind of things you could do, and give you ideas that will help you create something for your business. And this might mean that you hire a designer and you show them all of this prep work that you've done so that they know exactly what you're after, or it might mean that you do it yourself. If part of creating your brand involves creating a logo, then my top tips would be, obviously, first of all, hire someone who knows what they're doing, if you can do that. because they'll be able to create all of the right files and formats, and they'll know what they're doing, and you'll end up with something absolutely amazing. But I appreciate that doesn't work for everybody exactly where you are now. So my other tip would be to just keep it simple, because less is more. You can use the other elements of your brand to help convey more things. You don't need to include everything in your logo. And don't use a font that's really hard to read, because it does help if people actually can read what your business is called. Otherwise they won't know. So I'm going to include some useful links to help with that somewhere around this video as well. There'll be a link to a series on colours, a link to a post on choosing colours, and there'll be a link to a post on where to find inspiration, which is always really handy. And then once you have got all of this stuff together, you'll need to go over it really carefully. So do all of the different elements work really well together, as well as individually? And if not, then what can you tweak to make sure that they do work, or what can you try instead? And once you've made all of these important decisions, you'll need to ensure that each element is perfect. You don't want wonky lines and uneven lettering, unless that's the image that you're aiming for. So check back to the answers that you wrote down earlier to make sure that you're not veering off course. And you'll also need to make more decisions to help you use your new brand consistently. So you need to decide on any guides that you're going to create to help you stick to, so that you can be that consistent brand. So you might decide that you're going to use green for headings, a specific shade of green, not just regular green, but like get your own code for that green. You might decide that you're always going to include your logo in the bottom right, or that you're going to add that element in at this position. And these guides will help you to be so intentional with each piece of content. And then you need to make it happen. So once you've got everything ready, you're ready to put your brand out there. So you can update your website and your social media headers, you can change any existing colours and fonts, and create beautiful graphics that the right people will really resonate with. So be intentional, be consistent, and be irresistible. If you could let me know in the comments of any times when you have been intentional with your brand and how you think that's really helped you, or if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments, let me know, it'd be really great. And if you like this video, please share it, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you for the next one. Let's sort this chair out. Brilliant. Okay, I'm happy with that, or at least I think I am.